Hello students, how are you? Hope so you are well and safe at home. So today on 8th of Jan for class 11th chemistry we have the new chapter that is equilibrium. Equilibrium correlate with the first book of the chemistry. Actually there are two types of the chemical reactions. One chemical reaction that represented by both the sides, that is known as the reversible reactions. But a number of reactions that are represented by the single-headed arrow, that is known as irreversible reactions. So we are talking here about the equilibrium, and equilibrium established in those reactions in which the reactant convert into the products and the products convert into the reactants. For example, if we have the ammonia undergoes on heating and it's converted into the nitrogen and hydrogen gas. If we talk about the another way, that is nitrogen and hydrogen combined, they convert into the ammonia, means the reaction is proceed on the both side. See here, this is the nitrogen, that is N2 plus 3H2, reversible 2NH3, means nitrogen when combined with the 3 moles of the hydrogen, it will convert into 2 moles ammonia. And these 2 moles of ammonia further decomposed and converted into 3 moles of the hydrogen and 1 mole of nitrogen. It means in this reaction, reactant have the tendency to convert into the products and the products have the tendency to convert into further into the reactant side. So this type of reactions are known as reversible reactions. Clear? That are reversible reaction. In reversible reaction, we have always represented by this double-headed arrow. This is a double-headed arrow that represented in both sides, reactant side and the product side. So now question arises, what is about the equilibrium? Let us see. Suppose there are some amount of the nitrogen in the starting time and there is some amount of hydrogen. So let us assume 50 mole per liter is the amount of nitrogen and 60 mole per liter is the amount of hydrogen. Clear? So these are the two concentration of nitrogen and hydrogen. But at the time of 0, what is the time of 0? T is equal to 0 means 50 ml and 60 ml now can't be react. But as the time will be increases from t is equal to 0.1 second to 0.2 second, after that 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, these two reactant will be consumed and they convert into the product. Means when the time is 0, only reactants are present and product will be 0. There is 0 mole per liter. Clear? But at the time will be consumed, these two reactants continuously convert into the products. And product, because this is a reversible reaction, so product have the tendency to convert further into reactants. Clear? So this is the part of the reversible. If we talk about what is the rate of the reaction, what is the rate? Rate means change in concentration over change in time. For example, what is the rate of our car, what is the rate of our bicycle? Means the distance covered by one place to another place, a particular time, that is represented by the rate. In the same way, the reaction rate means the change in concentration. The change in concentration instead of distance, but the denominator part is the same, that is the time. So change in concentration or change in time represents the rate. See here, these two are the reactant. If we talk about the change in concentration, so change in concentration means final concentration minus concentration initial over final time minus initial time. That is the change. We very well know that final concentration of the reactant will be low and the initial concentration of the reactant will be high. Clear? So as the time will be consumed, the rate of the reactant continuously decreases. The rate of reactant continuously decreases because the final concentration will be low and the initial concentration will be high for reactant. But if we talk about the any of the product that shows the reversible equation, it means the final concentration must be high and initial concentration must be low. It means with the increase of the time, reactant rate will be decreases and product rate will be increases. But at the time when the rate of the forward reaction and the rate of the backward reaction will be equal, कभी ना कभी तो ऐसा होगा ना कि फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन का रेट और बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन दोनों का रेट क्या हो जाए, इक्वल हो जाए, क्योंकि एक का रेट इंक्रीज कर रहा है और एक का रेट डिक्रीज कर रहा है. So at the time when the rate of the forward reaction will be equal to the rate of the backward reaction, that particular time for the reaction is known as equilibrium time. That is known as equilibrium time. Means at the equilibrium time, the rate of the forward reaction and the rate of backward reaction both will be equal. That is the first point. That is the first characteristic of equilibrium. The second characteristic, at the time of equilibrium, the concentration of the reactants and the concentration of the product both are constant. Both are constant, not equal. That is the difference. Constant means if suppose in this case nitrogen remains is 14 mole per liter, hydrogen remains 32 moles per liter and ammonia will be formed suppose x mole per liter. So at the time of equilibrium, जब तक equilibrium डिस्टर्ब नहीं होगा, हम आगे जाके डिस्कस करेंगे कि डिस्टर्ब का मीनिंग क्या होगा. क्लियर? तो जब तक डिस्टर्ब नहीं हो रहा है तो अमोनिया की कंसंट्रेशन विल बी फिक्स, दैट इज x. कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन दैट विल बी फिक्स, दैट इज 32. कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ नाइट्रोजन दैट आल्सो बी फिक्स, दैट इज 40 मोल पर लीटर. सो व्हेन द इक्विलिब्रियम इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड, द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट and the concentration of product, there will be no change. They shows constant performance, they shows the constant concentration, means this is the second characteristic. So at the time of equilibrium, first of all the forward reaction rate and the backward reaction rate will be equal, and the second one is the concentration of the reactant and the product will be fixed, or simply we can say it is a constant. Clear? Now the second terminology. There were two scientists, number one Goodwork and second is Vage. Goodwork and Vage represent a concentration and rate determination, and this law is known as law of mass action. So first of all we start here the law, that is law of mass action. So there is a terminology for law of mass action. Before this, always remember, in the equilibrium condition or in the chemistry, when we denote to concentration, especially in the case of the equilibrium chapter, so concentration is denoted in the square bracket. Concentration is denoted in square bracket, and that concentration represented by the unit of the mole per liter. Clear? So according to Goodwork and Vage, these two are the scientists. If we talk about the simple equation, for example, small a capital A, small b is capital B, reversible, small x capital X, small v and the capital Y. See here, small a and small b are the coefficient, these are the stoichiometric coefficients of a and b. X, small x and small y are the coefficient of x and y. X and y are the products, and a and b, capital A and capital B are the reactant. Clear? And this reaction is represented as a reversible equation. Okay? So according to Goodwork and Vage, the rate of the forward reaction or the rate of the backward reaction, means simply we can say the rate of the reaction. rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant or the products and the coefficient raised to their power. For example, if we talk about the rate of the forward reaction, that is denoted by the RF, it is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. What are the reactants? A and B. So A to power A and B to power B, where A and B are the reactants and small a and small b are stoichiometric coefficient respectively A and B, and this square bracket represent to the concentration terminology. Again I repeat, square bracket represent to the concentration and concentration represent in the manner of mole per liter. Clear? So RF means rate of the forward reaction. So rate of the forward reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant and coefficient is raised to their power. If we talk about the backward reaction, because X and Y always combine with each other and they convert into the A and B. So rate of the backward reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of X to power X and concentration Y to power Y. Clear? These two are the different rates. If we write here RF is equal to, if we eliminate this proportionality constant, so we write another constant that is known as suppose Kf. Okay, so Kf multiplied by the A to power A and B to power B. In the same way, RB is equal to Kb X to power X and Y to power small y. So at the time of equilibrium, at equilibrium time, we very well know that forward reaction rate is equal to the rate of the backward reaction. At the time of equilibrium, rate of the forward reaction equal to the rate of backward reaction. So we write here these two. This is equation number 1, this is the equation number 2. It means Kf, concentration of A to power A, concentration of B to power B is equal to Kb, concentration of X to power X and concentration Y to power Y. Clear? If these two concentration of the reactant represent in the denominator side on the right hand condition, so we write here the Kf over Kb is equal to concentration of X to power X and concentration Y to power Y over concentration of A to power A and concentration of B to power B. So this ratio means the product of the concentration of the products and product of the concentration of the reactant. This ratio can be represented as a Kc. Kc means equilibrium constant. This is a new terminology. That is equilibrium constant, because both K represented by the constant and constant at the time of equilibrium. That's why it is known as equilibrium constant, and C represent the concentration terminology. So Kc is equal to X to power X, Y to power Y and A to power A and B to power small b. So this is the Kc, and Kc is known as equilibrium constant. And this ratio is represented by law of chemical equilibrium. This is the second law, that is law of chemical equilibrium. Law of chemical equilibrium. So simply we can say, what is the law of chemical equilibrium? Law of chemical equilibrium is the ratio of the product of products and raised to this power over concentration of the reactant and raised to their power. Clear? So this ratio represents to the equilibrium constant, and also it is a part of law of chemical equation. Clear? So it is overall starting of the equilibrium. So simply we can say, what is equilibrium? Equilibrium is the time when the forward reaction rate and the backward reaction rate in the reversible reaction is equal. And the second characteristic is, at the time of equilibrium, concentrations must be constant. Clear? So there are two. One is this one RF and second one is RB. Both are the new constant and we can write in this manner, that is Kc. Clear? So this is the topic of chemical equilibrium. Okay. Thank you, students.